Today, I met Annabelle the doll, and I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. Hi, my name is Alyssa, and I'm a Billy fan. Obviously, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I took a little visit down to Gettysburg to visit Annabelle the doll because she is on her world tour right now. She is absolutely popping off, top of the charts. I don't think it's a world tour, but she's going places. She's doing great right now. She is thriving. In all seriousness, though, today I did go see Annabelle the doll, and I'm going to be telling you guys exactly what happened from a mostly unbiased opinion. Personally, I am at a weird stance with my belief in the paranormal to the point where I would like to believe in the paranormal, and I have experiences myself that I can't really explain away, but then I've also just seen so much fake paranormal stuff that it makes me question the real stuff a lot. So I'm at a very weird stance with it. So I want to start off by giving a little bit of context and saying I have had a crazy migraine for the past few days, like dizziness, vision impairments, like whole body aches. Like, it has been down to my shoulders, like the pain going from my head down my neck to my shoulders. It has been insane. And so I want to get that out of the way first, because I will probably be describing some feelings of that later on, and I don't want anybody automatically going, or for it to seem like I'm automatically going. It was the ghost doing that. No, migraines, and very severe migraines, are unfortunately something that happens to me a lot. That is not a ghost. I'm 1,000% sure that any migraines or dizziness that I had during this experience was not a ghost, and just my body hating me. That being said, let's get into it. So the car ride down, about 3 hours, wasn't scary at all. I think the scariest thing I saw was a Cybertruck. So, no ghost on the road, you know. So, when we actually got to the building, I want to say I think it was probably one of the best experiences of the day, because at least for a little while there was air in there, and walking from the Pennsylvania middle of July weather into a cold area. Annabelle, you're already winning me over, girly. That blast of cool air. Ooh, I love you for that. So, basically, when we first got there, they just had us waiting in a room for a bit. There was nothing special in this room. I don't know if the building they had her in was haunted, or what was so special about the building that we were in, but it kind of just looked like a house, to be honest. But they had us in a little waiting room for a bit, and then we were all in a group, and then eventually they took us back into the room. And when I first walked in there, I'm not gonna lie, I felt nothing. It's not the room suddenly got colder. No, that room was hot as shit, honestly. I was sweating. I do want to say, though, the people there working were extremely nice. I forget his name, and I hate that I forget his name because he was so nice, but there was an older man who talked to us. Sorry, I had to burp. There was an older man there, though, who talked to us almost the entire time. He was the main one talking. He was extremely nice. He went around talking to everybody. He had a lot of knowledge. I think he said that he knew the Warrens for 35 years or something. Also, that guy had a very nice talking voice. It's a very nice storytelling voice. It was just very nice to listen to. You know, does that make sense? Honestly, the time we spent in the room with Annabelle felt very short. But while I was in there, I do want to say my headache actually went away. Not fully. It didn't fully go away. It was still there, and I was still very dizzy. but it just calmed down, you know, like it felt better than it had in like days, like probably the best it had in days. Like obviously it was still there, I could still feel it, I was still dizzy, but like it felt better than it had in days. Like I don't know, because like I have in my like bullet point notes that I made for just like talking points on this, that I felt calm in the room, which I did. To be fair though, to maybe the re- to be fair though, the room was very much like this one. It was dark with purple light, like basically how I have my room right now is how the room was, like dark with purple light. And they said themselves that they had like essential oils going. Like it had like a faint like floral scent. They had like faint scary music playing in the background. Like literally it was probably the most calm place I could have been in. Like it was very nice. So I don't know if we'll chalk up the calm feeling to ghosts, the atmosphere. I don't know. But I do want to say I felt great in that room, actually. Like if I really wanted to, I could have done a fucking tap dance with Annabelle. Like one thing I did want to mention though that I found a little suspicious while they were talking is that the guy mentioned that Lorraine Warren used to wear a lilac scented, I almost said flavored. Lorraine Warren used to wear a lilac scented perfume. Okay, and he said that after she died, in like their house or like around objects or something like that, he said that you would be able to smell it. He said that you would be able to smell the lilac and know that it was her. And you would feel good energy because of her perfume. I mentioned a few seconds ago, like a minute ago, that the room had a faint floral scent. I think I said that. It did. Do you want to guess what the room smelled like? Motherfucking lilacs. That's what it smelled like. And I know for a fact that it was lilacs because I grew up with 2 lilac trees in my backyard, right next to the swing set. Okay, I was like a goddamn Disney princess out there. I know what lilacs smell like. I grew up with them. Now, nobody else said anything about the smell of lilacs. Like, I could very much pinpoint that it was that there was a distinct flowery scent in the room. And then, like, after he said, like, mentioned the lilac perfume, I was like, okay, that's what it is. It's lilac. And nobody said anything about it. Like, he didn't say, like, you might be able to smell it now. Like, she might be with us. And nobody else was like, oh, yeah, I smell it. Nobody else said that they smelled it. Which, I don't know if I was, like, the chosen one or not. But I'm gonna give you something that tells you that I was not the chosen one. And that it was planned. Maybe, allegedly. I don't want to say anything wrong, but that it was allegedly planned that it was supposed to smell like lilacs, because literally, like, there's a sentence after he said that, like, he said something like, there was holy water and essential oils being, like, sprayed into the air around the room because of Annabelle. And, like, as soon as he said essential oils, my brain just went into, like, that's what it is. Even then, the lilac scent is such an easy thing to fake. It sucks. I feel so bad, like, just, like, basically accusing them of lying, because they were such nice people, but, like, it's like, come on, guys. Like, at least choose a different scent. Like, again, nobody else said anything, so I don't know if they just didn't want to, or no one else smelled it, but, like, I don't know. I tried so hard not to laugh. Too. When he was like, And then we also have essential oil spraying in the air. I'm like, yeah, that's why you're smelling fucking flowers all the time, dude. Other than that, I feel like Annie was pretty chill. Yeah, we're on a first name. We're on a little nickname basis now. I mean, my girl Annie. I feel like she fucked with me, okay. You know? One thing I do want to say, another thing I want to say though, is that personally, I'm not very religious, but I know that the Warrens and a lot of the people they kept on their team and are currently on their team are religious. At one point, the guy started kind of going off about how like demons and the devil are influencing boys through video games, and in a few months you're gonna start seeing, these are like basically the words he used. He said something like, in a few months you're gonna start seeing it on the movie posters, on all of them, you're gonna see all these dark colors. And I'm like, huh? Like, first of all, why in a few months? Like, what's going on in a few months? Like, second of all, he was kind of eyeing me down a little bit when he was saying that. And I think maybe it's because I was dressed like this. Literally black and red hair, black and red outfit. Like, I was literally wearing the stereotypical Satan colors. He probably thought I was, like, some kind of spy for Satan or something. Like, I feel like Annie appreciated it, though. You know, she's got her neon red oh my god. She's got her neon red Raggedy Ann doll hair. I got my overgrown neon red hair, you know? Can bond over that. I feel like she appreciated it, you know? They definitely didn't make Annabelle seem as dangerous as like the Warrens and like everyone else does, you know? Like, I feel like every single thing is like, you can't look into her eyes. You can't even look at her. Don't even think about her. Or she will kill you. But like they're like, yeah, just, we have this little line. It was maybe like not even it was like maybe like half a foot. Maybe not even. Of like a circle around the box. And they're like, yeah, just please don't get too close to her. That's it. Like, was it Annabelle or another one? One of the haunted dolls. I thought it was Annabelle. You had to like ask permission to take a photo of it. Here they were just like, yeah, go ahead. She loves photos. She might even pose for you if you ask. One thing that he mentioned too was that the Warrens used to have like dinner with Annabelle. Like, they'd host like for like guests. Like, it was like a tourist thing, like this, like a meet and greet. Like, where you could book a dinner with Annabelle. Like, what are they gonna... Like, it was so... Like, all I could imagine when he said that was, like, these fucking rich-ass people in, like, the, like... What was this, like, 70s or something? Just with, like, little, like, American Girl doll, like, soup set being like, okay, here you go, Annie. Yeah. Just like everyone taking turns feeding her. That would be cool though. If they ever did like dinner with Annabelle again, I'd go. I'd have a nice brunch with Annabelle. I mean, it was only a half an hour experience and it honestly felt really short. So there's not much to talk about, but I'll show you guys the pictures now. I took them all on my digital camera. Then this is our bestie Annie. Look at her. Ooh. She is glowing. Yes. Yes. This is another angle of her in her beautiful box. Yeah, they let you take photos. At first I didn't think they were gonna let me take photos. You can't really see it because the lighting was weird and people were opening this door behind her. But this is the doll from the movie, the prop. Which, again, as a movie girl, love me some movie props. Um, but yeah, I was scared that you wouldn't be able to take photos. Sorry. I was scared that you wouldn't be able to take photos of her, and for some reason I was scared that they were gonna like not let me use a digital camera, but they did. So there's our girl Annie. There's our little card there. Yeah. And I mean, like, the pictures aren't really showing up too clearly on here, but like, and the pictures are a bit more clear on my camera than they're showing up on here, but there's nothing ghosty about them. Like, there's not like a demon face. She also looks cute sitting in there. Look at her posing. With her hands in her lap. She looks so cute. She's real cute. So yeah, that was my experience with seeing Annabelle. Sorry if it was a little disappointing, but that's the reality of it. I'm not going to be one of those people who makes up stuff. I think that that's one of the reasons why paranormal stuff has been ruined for me, kind of. Just never knowing when something's fake because so much has been faked. And I always want to give a non-biased, completely transparent view on stuff like this, and I think that's what we should be doing and not over-exaggerating stuff. Personally, I think that instead of these YouTubers coming up to Annabelle, shoving a camera in her face, and screaming at her, I think instead they should just get to know her, compliment them on her work. Instead of going, Annabelle, how dare you? How could you do whatever you did? You're such a horrible person. How about, Annabelle, nice job. You are such a baddie. Moral of the story, make friends with the demons.